Hello, everyone. My name is Jerone Davison. I'm a pastor. Been a community leader for many years, a former NFL player. But most importantly, I'm a citizen of America, citizen of this country. I really hate injustice, and I don't like political justice and injustice. What I'm getting ready to show y'all on video is going to be enough to make you angry, and it should settle the dispute, and it should settle the talk about all of this January 6th stuff. The police in Washington, the mayor of Washington, the Democrats in Washington are refusing to show the video footage evidence that proves beyond a shadow of a doubt that January 6th was propagated and perpetrated by the local police and the mayor in Washington. Merrick Garland was before the Senate the other day, and he's been using this. I can't answer questions about an investigation. When I get to Congress, I want to end that. Now, either you're going to answer this question. No. Congress, you are the FBI and the DOJ is accountable to Congress. And you're not going to leave here without answering these questions and stop hiding behind the investigation. Time out for that stuff. We have been delayed and denied justice and information behind that same stuff. When it came to collusion, Russia collusion, all this false trumped up stuff against Trump, they're trying to hide the ball. We need to end that. I'm gonna show y'all this video. You're gonna be stunned because they have patriots who were there on January 6th, locked up in prison since early January, without being charged with a crime. No one has been charged with assault, burglary, none of that.
I'm probably going to go to jail for it, okay? Tomorrow, we need to go into the Capitol. Into the Capitol. All right, folks, spread the word. As soon as the president's done speaking, we go to the Capitol.
As far as we can find, this individual has not been charged with anything. You said this is one of the most sweeping.
No one's been charged with insurrection, but they have these people locked up, and they keep talking about this insurrection was the greatest crime perpetrated against America. That man right there was encouraging people from January the 5th, the day before, and January 6th to enter the building, and the people started saying, Fed, Fed, Fed. They was calling him out, and they were saying, no, we're not entering the building.
Investigations in history. Have you seen that video or those frames from that video?
So as
this guy, he makes me upset, man. This dude is mentally ill. Look at his face. Look at this guy's face, man.
said at the outset, one of the norms of the Justice Department is to not comment on impending investigations, in particular.
No, you are accountable to Congress. Okay, you're gonna leave. If we gotta go in the back room, you're gonna give me the answers that I need, okay? You don't come in here and tell me you're not answering nothing because it's an investigation.
Particularly not to comment about particular scenes or particular individuals.
Well, the individual that the Attorney General refuses to answer questions about is a man named Ray Epps. So why is he potentially important here? Well, according to a new investigation from Revolver, Epps may have led the breach team that first entered the Capitol on January 6th. Moreover, Revolver also reports that the FBI stealthily removed Ray Epps from its Capitol violence most wanted list on July 1st.
You hear that? The FBI did this with a sleight of hand without saying anything about it. Once people were on to Mr. Ray Epps, once people got on to him, they scrubbed him. They removed all of his photos. Okay, he's an informant. He's an agent.
Why would they do that? Congressman Thomas Massie, who's been looking into this, joins me now. Congressman, what did Garland's reaction there tell you? I mean, they aren't supposed to comment on ongoing investigations. He's right about that. But this Epps thing, when they were getting grandma, hauling grandma in for questioning, but this guy doesn't get, he's just kind of disappears. Very odd.
Well, look, in light of the recent revelations that half the plotters in the Whitmore kidnapping plot, where FBI agents or informants or assets, And in light of that video, which in part of that video, Laura, the crowd is chanting "Fed, Fed, Fed" at the gentleman in question. I thought it was only fair to give Merrick Garland, the chief law enforcement officer of the country, a chance to clear this up. Look,
yeah.
I'm not, he can comment. By the way, I followed up with another question. I said, okay, don't comment on any of the suspects. Just comment on your own officers in general. How many were there? How many encouraged the crowd to breach the Capitol? And how many themselves went into the Capitol? He can absolutely answer those questions, Laura. In fact, earlier in that hearing, he answered Jim Jordan's question. He said there would be no FBI agents at school board meetings. Well, if he can tell us there were then he could tell us there were none there on January 5th or January 6th.
Well, they've said multiple times there'll be no stone left unturned. It'll be it's the biggest investigation we've ever done in the history of the FBI. But you just mentioned this, Congressman, so we need to play it. The moment that the crowd seems to be onto him. Watch.
Into the Capitol.
The crowd said, what? We need to go into the Capitol. They will say, what? Man, are you a fool? Who are you? You must be a Fed. Why? Why would the people of America automatically go to thinking that this man is a federal agent that's trying to set them up by breaching the Capitol? This man is trying to set them up. Some people were in the crowd setting folks up to enter the Capitol. And when they got there, the police gave them a pass to get in, took selfies with them, shook their hand, walked them around in the place, and called that an insurrection.
Peacefully, Fed, 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 Fed.
Oh, Congressman, the crowd was highly suspicious that the feds were trying to infiltrate the rally there. Has anyone been able to explain this individual not being in custody, questioned, removed from any kind of list that the FBI had assembled?
It's highly suspect that his picture was on the FBI webpage, and then they took it down after 6 months. And I thought this was a sweeping investigation. This begs another question, Laura. If the Attorney General's not going to answer any of our questions in the Judiciary Committee about January 6th, then why does the January 6th committee, Pelosi and Cheney's committee here in Congress, exist? I presume he's not going to answer any of their questions either. I mean, why does that committee exist? Merrick Garland, we should give him another chance. He should come on TV and answer this question. We're not asking about anybody who's going to be convicted. We're only asking about his assets and his agents. Now, at the time, they weren't his, but they work for him now.
All right, Congressman, we're going to follow up. Well, we got it. We're going to.
Well, there you have it, folks. There it is. How much plainer can you get? These guys were planted by the government to mess with the January 6th, stop the you-know-what rally with President Donald Trump. And this is all they keep talking about. We're gonna form a committee, a January 6th committee. Well, a January 6th committee, you got the highest law officer in the world, in America, and he can't answer your questions because of an investigation. But here's what you need to be investigating. Why was the FBI and the local police involved in this? Why were they planting guns the day before? Okay. And why were they encouraging people to breach the Capitol? These are things that need to be answered. Let me know what y'all think about it, and I'll see you on the next one.